What's up, everybody? Snitch Ridiculous back with another video, and I have got the cheese for you today that is going to significantly cut down your grind time if you're looking for unicorn pieces. So if you're like me and you're save scumming and you're doing this red room objectives and you're trying to get your piece that has targeted buff and tachyon surge on the same piece, well, I've got the way that is going to guarantee that you get these pieces. Now, before I show you, be sure to like and subscribe. Consider becoming a channel member, join the Discord, follow on Twitter. All that good stuff is in the links in the description below. But let's get right into it. So it's a really interesting little glitch here. So if you've been following on Twitter or other, Avengers media, people have been kind of complaining that, some of the drops are a little bugged for them. They're dropping weird slots. Some people are only getting certain drops. Well, I have uncovered the hood of that issue and I figured out exactly what's going on. So when you're looking at your gear, basically, as you know, as you do Omega level threats and raids and whatnot, you're going to get gear. You're going to get 2 pieces at a time that's going to give you +2. You'll see in my Iron Man here, my ranged piece is 48 and my heroic piece is 48 or 148, I should say. Everything else is 150, right? What this is going to do is it's going to guarantee that every time I complete one of these Red Room objectives, it's only going to give me ranged or heroic gear. The game is bugged that if you have slots that are lower than other slots, you will only get gear drops for the lower slots. Okay? So if you're flat across the board, if you're flush, everything is the same level, then you're going to get drops for everything. You're going to get across the board, anything can drop. But if anything is lower, you are not going to get a piece for the things that are higher. So what do you have to do? Well, it's a little random. You have to obviously do the OLT, do the raid, and try to position yourself where your ranged piece is the lowest thing. Now, you'll have to settle for something else. So it might be your ranged and your defense. In my case, it's ranged and heroic ended up being lower. But every time I do these objectives, and I've got it set up where I can complete 2 of them pretty quickly, I get 2 slots, or 2 pieces, I should say, and they are always are either a ranged or a heroic piece. I no longer ever get defense or melee pieces to drop. Okay, so that is how, obviously, if you're farming unicorn pieces, that's going to be in the range slot, of course. Make sure your ranged piece is lower than everything else. Now, you cannot just put stuff in the vault. That doesn't work. And you cannot just delete stuff. The first thing I thought was, if I was leveled out, if I just deleted my highest ranged piece, would that only drop me ranged pieces? No, it doesn't work that way. It has to come naturally. But that's it. So just position yourself where your ranged piece is one of the 2 lowest pieces. And while you're save scumming, while you're farming, every single piece will, or at least half of your pieces will be a ranged piece, and it'll make the grind a lot easier on you to get those perfect roll unicorn pieces. All right. So that's it. That's all I really wanted to say. And on the flip side, the opposite is true. If your ranged piece is the higher of the 2 pieces, of the 4 pieces, then you will never get a ranged piece. So you are wasting your time if you grind, okay? So just take that for what it is. Obviously, depending on what you want to grind out of this event, whatever is your lowest piece, that's what is going to drop mostly, or exclusively, I should say. But anyway, that's it. If you learned something, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and that's it for me, boys. Snitch Ridiculous signing out.